this will remain in history for such a long time. This Florida Panthers team, man, they're going to be in history books in the NHL. Matthew Tkachuk will be in history books of the NHL. Same thing for Sergei Bobrovsky, and same thing for the entire team, actually. I mean, this team qualified in the last wild card spot in the Eastern Conference. They were in conversation for the lottery pick, at some point. They were in the 10, even 5 worst teams in the NHL at some point. They made a comeback. They qualified for the playoff, like I said, in the last wild card spot in the Eastern Conference. They were the worst teams in the regular season to qualify in the playoff. They got qualified by only 1 point because the Pittsburgh Penguins lost to the Chicago Blackhawks, the team that ended up winning the Connor Bedard lottery. And then they faced the Boston Bruins, the best team in NHL history, in the first round. They made a comeback. They were losing 3-1. Sergei Bobrovsky came in. They made the comeback. They eliminated the Boston Bruins. They upset the Boston Bruins. And after that, they won in 5 games against the Toronto Maple Leafs. And they just swept away the Carolina Hurricanes to finally go to the Stanley Cup final. And it's just crazy. Some crazy stuff to think about. That Florida Panthers team is absolutely insane. And it's going to stay in our memories for a very, very long time. And guess who scored the goal with 5 seconds left into the period? It was Matthew Tkachuk, man. Matthew Tkachuk scored the goal. Matthew Tkachuk scored the goal that qualified the Florida Panthers to the Stanley Cup final. Man, he scored 2 overtime winners in the first 2 games with this Selly that became really, really popular. He just left the ice right away. And yes, he scored the goal again for the Florida Panthers tonight. Just look at it. He took the rebound over there. Bang. Matthew Tkachuk scores the goal. Absolutely insane Selly. That was something else. That was really, really insane. And who else? I mean, he completely dominated the entire series. He dominated the Hurricanes. He did the same thing against the Leafs. He's physically everywhere. He's playing good defense. He's playing good offense. And man, he's been carrying the Panthers all the way to the Stanley Cup final. And people in Calgary, when he was there, people said he was invincible in the playoffs. And now he's just like that playoff performer you want on your team. And to think that we said that that trade, the Florida Panthers lost that trade. They did not, man. They did not lose that trade. After all this, we can guarantee they won that trade. And Paul Maurice, man, what a coach. What a coach. I mean, he was with the Winnipeg Jets. He left on his own. And they fired Andrew Brunette after he was a finalist for the Jack Adams Trophy last year. It was a controversial move. A lot of people were unhappy about it. They were like, why are they firing a finalist of the Jack Adams Trophy? Well, they did not perform in the playoffs last year. Bill Zito finally decided to make some change, to make some movements. And look at them now. Yes, they started the regular season really badly, but they just came back and did this. And now they are headed straight to the Stanley Cup final with the Matthew Tkachuk that is on absolute fire. And look at the Selly, man. Look at the Selly. This is pure gold coming from Matthew Tkachuk, man. He's becoming one of my favorites, actually. He's becoming one of my favorites. Looking at him play is absolutely insane, and it is what makes us enjoy the sport of hockey. So yes, I can't wait to see the final between the Golden Knights and the Panthers. Let's be honest, the Golden Knights are going to win it, and we're going to have a Panthers versus Golden Knights final. And not a lot of people expected that, but it's happening. It's going to happen, and I'm going to be rooting for the Florida Panthers because, man, they are a fun team to watch, and the story would be just too insane to not root for them. So let's go Panthers. Go win that Stanley Cup. Just do like the LA Kings did back in 2012 and prove everybody wrong. Yes, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment if you guys want to see the Panthers win the Stanley Cup. And I'll see y'all later for another video. Have a nice rest of your day, and bye-bye.